Oh God. Well, there's so many things I need to discuss with you. There's some personal issues I have, which I mean, maybe I have personal issues, but just
Yeah.
which ones, which new
Right.
ones,
Yeah.
maybe, right? And there's also the fact that look at the gun. That's the stun gun, right? That's the left arm.
That's the jab arm.
That's the jab arm.
That's
Okay, right. So that doesn't really. That's not the full pun. That's not the punish.
No, that's up the table. Then you clear the table.
Right.
With the right hand.
So the other arm is even more savage. You don't even want to show the other arm, right?
No, it's it could get me in trouble, probably.
Right. Yeah. It's kind of like a secret weapon, like a registered weapon, concealed weapon.
Concealed. Yeah.
Right. Totally. Good. We were just
what
chatting.
my name was when because everybody's got a boxing name. You know what mine was?
What?
Kid Candle.
Kid Candle?
Yeah. One blow and I was out.
That's just not right. That's not right. It's amazing. Seriously, that you would mention candles. Because I wanted to ask you what your take is on candles, because I read about how there's all these chemicals, right?
Not good. Yeah. I was just reading that this morning about the fragrance.
Yeah.
Toxic chemicals. Yeah. And it affects women's hormones and our hormones. So we're being inundated with all kinds of toxicity. And that's why the testosterone levels are so low.
Yeah.
Women can't give birth because it's all jacked up.
Right.
Yeah.
But there's got to be some people that make like natural, healthy candles.
Oh, they do. Yeah. Yeah. But it also is the fragrances in your shampoo and your soap, your deodorant. Yeah, it's bad stuff, man.
Okay. Now, this shows how much Tom Laidlaw has evolved. Okay. Are you ready for this? You're sitting down.
Set, man.
You're sitting down.
Yeah.
So I've learned, as you know, your largest organ is your skin, right? Well, you want to look good. I'm sorry. In most people. All right. Good point. But I'm glad you reminded me.
Let's be fair here.
So, you need to moisturize properly. You need to eat good foods, your avocados, your salmons, your sea moss for me. Those are good fats.
So my friend Danny, I just mentioned to you before.
Yeah.
He makes sea moss drinks. He sells them at his gym.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Oh, man, him and I are tight.
Yeah.
Brothers. Yeah. The sea moss brothers.
Yeah.
That's cool. Does he get his shipped in from someplace in the Caribbean or something? Or
I would imagine so. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. See, I'm a big believer in that stuff. I think that's very healthy for you. There's really no studies on it though. Like they really haven't. I don't think they've studied.
Yeah, but you know what I think about studies. I mean, they have studies that show sugar kills you. Yet it's in all our food.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Okay. So where was I going with that? Oh. So I researched and found jojoba oil, JOJOBA.
Yeah.
It's all natural from a plant made in Mexico or the southwestern U.S.
Right.
Jojoba oil.
Yeah.
Lather that on. I got some. Very inexpensive.
Yeah.
It goes on. Looks a little greasy when you first put it on, but it really absorbs in. I guess
it's in there.
Right. It really, your skin. Now you may know this, knowing you. It has this is it sebum? SEB.
I got too much of it, but that's why I don't scar. Like,
are you serious?
I get stitches, there's no scar, but my pillow is yellow. Seriously. It's like some kind of, your body emits it's like an oil kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, Beth is on me all the time. In fact, speaking of sebum, we had to go buy new pillows Saturday.
Right.
You know how much you can spend? You can spend $700 for one pillow.
Comforters and pillows and all that to sleep on.
$700 for one pillow. I'm like, dude, I'll get a rock.
I know.
But anyhow, yeah.
So sebum is the oils in your skin, right?
Yeah, like where I lay in the bed.
Yeah.
It's like the Shroud of Turin.
Really?
Oh yeah, you can see my imprint.
But that's not from putting any other oils on. That's just your natural.
My body produces it, and that's why again I don't scar. Like when I get cut.
So I guess that's interesting. I didn't know this stuff. So the jojoba oil most closely is like sebum. It's like a natural.
Yeah.
Sebum.
Yeah, I produce too much of it, but
I learned something. I felt like I learned something already. Now I come to you. It goes to my learning goes to another level.
Another level.
Yeah. Speaking of bums, I have a pain in my butt.
Okay.
Now I could go like 23 hours and 59 minutes, and my butt is fine. All of a sudden, I get up a certain way. It's like somebody's sticking a knife in my ass.
So inside on the cheeks?
On one cheek, left cheek, right in the center of the cheek.
Oh, then that's a nerve. Yeah, might be your L4, L5 is a little tweaked. Put some ice on your low back. Try to bring the nerve down.
It's the weirdest thing. Like I said, it never I can find right now.
Like every time you move, you go, "Oh, what was that?"
Oh yeah, like what the friggin'.
Yeah. Again.
I know. You know, I've, as we've discussed, I've really tried to go like 2 days on, 1 day off.
Mhm.
Man, I got to tell you,
It's hard.
the ego is
Yeah.
a dangerous thing. Like even the days that I'm going, I'm thinking, okay, Tom, slow down. Because now, as I've told you many times, I've gotten into the kettlebells much more.
Mhm.
Of course, I'm sure you say, well, you can't just do like a 35 pounder. You have to try to go for the 70
You gotta
pounder.
hurt yourself.
Yeah. So, and I feel, and you feel great when you're doing it, but you
Yeah.
know that
You're going to pay for it.
Yeah, tomorrow it's going to be famous.
So Yuri and I train just about 5 days a week at 6 a.m. He's got a
Right.
nice gym in his garage.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you mentioned this. I'm sorry about doing this. Are you training him for a fight?
No. He's done fighting for, at least as far as we know. He's 44 now.
Right.
But we work out together. We do 10 rounds together, doing our thing, and then I'll save a couple rounds at the end where I put Yuri through some conditioning. You know.
Right.
But anyhow, so we train at 6, but yet he's away. He's on vacation right now. I was still there at 6 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
Like a mental case, but whatever.
Here's a young lady that I was thinking about that we're going to have to, there's another subject that we're going to bring up too.
Oh, yeah. We got to follow up on that, Susan.
Yeah. So a second event happened.
Okay.
Same thing. I'm over at my location where the free weights are.
Minding your own business.
Minding my own business. The two girls are in there again. There's a little kind of yoga studio room where a lot of women go in to stretch and everything. They end up both in the yoga studio room together. Mm-hmm. And one girl, the blonde girl, is done with her free weights. Now is going to bring them back. Like the other girl sprinted behind her to make sure she was there at the same time.
So there's a little competition on here for Latham. Yeah.
It was just because I'm watching this time. Like now I'm much more aware.
So here's what you could do with this. You could market this. Right? Say the irresistible Tom Laidlaw will be in the gym in a particular hour.
Right.
And then they got to compete to gain your attention,
right.
to do the best workout so you notice them.
Right.
It's going to be like a reality show.
What do you think? It's a scent? Do I have a certain scent going on right now?
It's probably, that's probably what it is.
Right.
Yeah. It's sort of like you know how they talk about pheromones?
Right.
Like your body gives off an odor. So for you, it would be a mixture of silverback gorilla and maybe I do like the ocelot a lot.
And from the old days, a little bit of tequila in there too. Probably.
Yeah, exactly. Emitting alcohol. Don't light any matches there.
All right, we got to say hello to this fine gentleman first. Morning, Mr. Barry Shelley, and Magical Creature.
He is the best. He's got a big weekend coming up.
What?
This big weekend, this coming weekend.
What's going on this weekend?
The Rink of Dreams Hall of Fame inductions.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, nice.
Saturday, 1 p.m.
Good. What, are you going up there?
The plan is Bill and I are going to drive up for the ceremony and then drive back in the same day because we got a lot going on.
Hold on. Now, are you getting inducted?
I have been. It's either inducted or vaccinated. I forget which one I'm going up for.
Right. In your case, it's vaccinated, but most, yeah. Both you and Bill getting inducted?
Yeah, Bill. So Barry created a new award for veteran supporting the game of hockey and supporting veterans, and that's Bill Brown for sure.
Very cool. That's excellent. Congratulations on that.
The swim is 2 weeks.
That's right. We'll get into that too. Now that's become an incredible honor to be put in the Rink of Dreams Hall of Fame.
You know what he does for the hockey community and just people in general.
Yes.
There's a guy. You talk about someone just keeps giving and giving and giving and giving.
Totally. Honestly, God, he's at the top of the list as far as somebody that is totally selfless.
Yeah.
Does not want anything in return. Just wants to help people.
Nope.
The great Barry Shelley. Yeah.
Probably embarrassing him right now.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. So we're gonna call him out all the time, man.
Yeah, but it's just the truth. He's a tremendous human being.
All right. So, but here's the thing I wanted to talk about with the great Susan Brooks. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now I know she's gonna get a little upset, but this is the serious question I'm bringing up. Okay. So you know how they do when a player has had a somewhat storied career with one organization, gets traded away, and comes back. Chris Kreider.
I knew we were going here.
Okay. So how many do we have an over under on how many times they show him and Zibanejad hugging? That's the first question.
Oh, before the game up in the Jumbotron?
Well, I mean, like during the video, like they have the video
when they do the highlights of his career.
Right.
I know that really affects you somehow.
Well, I think it's interesting. It's a phenomenon. It's a unique phenomenon. I view it. I don't view many other athletes who, like two athletes who, in a team sport, have really kind of found that kind of physical bond.
Here's in my mind, how the evolution of this came to be what it is. So years ago, before free agency, when the team said reserve clause, you played for one team until they didn't.
Right.
Watch. So you had that loyalty to the team and to the organization.
Right.
Then once free agency came in, it was like, who's going to pay me the most?
Right.
Right. So that started to change where, like, Dick Butkus was the first one in football. He said, I can't believe guys are talking to each other after the game, like, hey, hugging and all that. No, I want to still kill that guy.
Yeah.
And that's how it was in hockey. And over a period of time now, because the players have become their own business, their own franchise, it's more like, you know what, Tom? Yeah, you gave me a little bit of elbow. Maybe we're playing together next week or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it's changed. Yeah. So that's how you get to Zibanejad and Kreider in
Right.
that whole. Yeah.
Okay. So that's your way of avoiding the question because you don't want to get upset. Susan upset with you, but okay.
That's truly how I feel. I think it's,
okay. And I get that.
Yeah.
But okay, so in the video that they'll prepare, the question remains: what is the over under on how many times Chris Kreider?
How long a video is it?
Well, typically it's like a couple of minutes. They show like not even that. It's like 30 or 40
seconds maybe.
Right. Yes. Because it's played during a TV timeout, right? So
yeah. So was it 2 minutes and something?
No, not even that. Let's say it's a minute.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So how many times will they show Chris Kreider and Zibanejad hugging each other?
They'll bookend it.
Yes.
So at the beginning, then they'll show him scoring. And skating, and then they'll bookend it with the ending with Zibanejad and holding up the sticks.
Right. And so you think that'll be just like the two times then? So the over under is 2.
That's what I'm going with. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go with over then. I'm going over.
Sure you would. Yeah.
Right.
What's your prediction? Give me a number.
I think it's going to become Susan. She started off with just one has become 3 now. I'm going to say I'll just go with the 3 just to get over the 2. But it
could be bookend and one in the middle.
Yeah.
After he scores a goal.
Totally. Yeah. Now, okay, so there's a lot of offshoots from that then. Okay, so is there any do the teammates, the Ranger teammates that played with the two, are they crying on the bench at all during this? Do they get emotional watching the hugging?
I would venture to say no.
No crying.
No, you only got, like you said, maybe a minute.
Yeah, they got to concentrate on the game. Yeah. Now, will there be a live hug? Do you think they'll reenact the hug?
No.
After the game or something? No.
Regular season game, maybe an exhibition game, but they're not going to play against. There's no.
See, I've got this vision that at the end of the game there'll be a reenactment of the hug with the spotlight and the whole bit.
Nah, I don't see that.
No romantic music playing or anything like that.
Because he's playing for the Ducks now. They wouldn't want it. Yeah,
but see, the whole concept to me is, and listen, totally admire guys. They're in touch with their physical selves. They have no problem hugging other men. I just felt like listen, 2 great players, but it's a team game, right?
Right. I get where you're going with it. Yeah. Right. It's in our world, it's a team game.
Right. The whole team should be hugging.
Right. Exactly. Right. It's a lot of people.
Right. So it's either if Kreider wants to hug everybody, that's fine.
Yeah. I think it sends a message that, and it's maybe an unfortunate message, that they play for each other, not the Rangers.
Totally. Right.
And that's what you're, I think, really getting at.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's the Chris Kreider and Mika Zibanejad team as opposed to everybody else.
Yeah.
And listen, times have changed, right? So it could just be a difference of.
The thing too, I mean, if you look at coaching now, every year teams have new guys. I mean, so it's like, Rick Tocchet, who I happen to like.
Right.
He was on, I forget with who, but he's talking about, we always talk about, process and culture. And he goes, and that's to his point, listen, because there's a video going around with the Russian kid.
Yeah.
There.
I saw it.
He dumps it in saying, why are we doing this?
Right.
And Tocchet's like, well, yeah, if somebody's coming hard at him, he goes, but when your feet are pointing north, you keep going. When they're sideways, you dump it in.
Yeah. He was talking about dumping the puck in too, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Saying that it's a stupid way to play hockey.
Right. Yeah. You're doing everything you can to get off this subject. I think we should stay on it for a little bit longer. You sound jealous that you never had this relationship with a teammate. Interesting question. I've never thought of it that way.
Yeah. Maybe this is more about Tom Laidlaw than it is Kreider and.
So I'll pick Mike Allison and I were great friends. Started off together, rookies together. So did I deep down inside want Mike and I to be hugging at center ice at Madison Square Garden under the spotlight?
Yeah. I would assume there was some headbutting going on at particular times, though, right?
I do watch old videos where if somebody scores like a game-winning goal or we're punching each other in the head.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I was told one with the Kings. Dave Taylor scored a game-winning goal overtime.
Which he
and
did
Dave
quite
Taylor
often.
was this classy, really gentleman captain of the team, but a fun guy and everything.
Sure.
And we're all punching him in the head after he scores the game.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's funny.
That's great stuff. Hey, listen, man, it's a different world. Everything's different now.
And as you and I have both learned, we have our opinions on things, but everybody else can do whatever their little hearts desire.
We just happen to be two old fossils who are stuck in that 80s and 70s.
Can you imagine like you and I trying to hug like
it's an ugly thought. The whole picture, like you're so big and I'm small. Like it'd be kind of your attack.
I'm trying, like you're trying to get your arms, like it's so awkward. You know, okay, how do we do this?
Yeah.
See, that's the thing with those guys. It's natural, right? Like they're natural.
They're you know what? They're probably a little bit more athletic than you and I are.
Right.
So they could get away with it. Where we're gonna look like we're fighting over, I don't know, a spoon of peanut butter or something. Who knows?
Oh, let me see what we got here. At least fans of past heroes are supposed to disgusting display the Islanders before. Yeah, man.
Yeah, you know, the Islander, and they have such a rich history. I mean, what was it, 5 in a row they won?
Four in a row. Yeah. What's your opinion? There's 5 Canadians. Everybody doesn't know the stories. 5 junior players from Canada.
Larry wrote a really good article.
Oh, I didn't see it. They were, so it's a long story. Go back to like 2018, I think it was. They played in the World Junior Tournament. Mm-hmm. After the tournament was over, they had a big party, get together in Hamilton, Ontario. And I want to say this properly. A young lady accused them of sexual assault, I guess.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Because when I want to say, I don't want to ever discredit what the young woman said, right? So now criminally, these guys were found not guilty, criminally.
Correct.
There's a whole history though. Apparently Hockey Canada had paid her to be quiet, I guess, but they paid her out of funds that were from kids' registration fees, which it became a whole big thing. These players, Carter Hart was probably the most high-profile player, was a goalie for Philly.
Well, McLeod on the Devils had a nice little career going, but Carter Hart was
right. So these guys were banned from the NHL while this legal proceeding took place. They were found not guilty, but the league has still taken the stance that they're not playing. They're out because again, be careful. They're found not guilty in a court of law.
Correct.
That doesn't mean something did or did not happen. It's a separate issue. What actually happened in the world, right? So
I think their stance is something clearly did happen.
Right.
It involved all parties, and it's just not a good look. When as you know, you're signing a contract, they got the clause in there,
the moral clause. Yeah.
Moral clause. Yeah. So they could say, although you were exonerated, found not guilty of this crime, we still feel that we all can admit it happened, and it's something we can't accept.
And I guess I don't know if it's the same here or not, but in Canada, the burden of proof is really difficult, right? It's beyond a reasonable doubt, right?
It's the same here. I mean, all of these, anytime you have any kind of, especially like sexual thing, but when you're here, there's 5 guys and 1 girl.
Yeah.
It just, there's no way around it not being cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's just no way around it.
Yeah. Just the fact that apparently she was inebriated and
right. Yeah.
Again, never right. No excuses, but unfortunately it kind of puts a light on not just hockey, but kids like that are star athletes being afforded the opportunity. Yeah.
And then we can go through so many examples of that, all sports, not just hockey, but football and that. And the thing is, again, it gets back to there were 5 guys. So it's kind of, it's not good.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it was, that's a sad story all around. Like, it's just
because they ruined their careers, they're young guys, but I don't want to be like hard on them, but I also think that like, it wasn't their first rodeo.
Yeah. If that stuff happens.
Yeah. I mean, how would you know that the other guys are into that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like even if some of it is true, like how did they all know to go to the room? Like why did they think it's right to go to the room?
Yeah. Because I have my own personal feel, like how I feel about all that kind of stuff is I'm going to drift somebody.
I know.
They come up and ask me, I'm going to punch them. Like, what are you, an idiot?
I know. And again, it's one of those deals that now we're in our 60s, so we're much more aware, I guess, of we've lived life more. When you're in your teens, no excuse. I mean, not right at all. But
you always have to give them the benefit of the doubt. Play, like you said, the youth, but still. Yeah, that's a pretty adult thing to be doing, and you got to pay the consequences for your behaviors.
Yeah, and not knowing the damage it can do to, and the problem becomes, we actually had. I'll be careful as this. I had a previous podcast years ago where this kind of similar subject was brought up, and there was a question. People were questioning how long it took for the girl to come forward. It was like 4 years or whatever, and people were kind of laughing, like And I learned, I did not know this before, they go through the whole Sheldon Kennedy thing, that you never know what the person's situation is, her support group, what she's been through before, how old is she. So to question the girl or the boy that's saying they were abused, it's like you just don't know. I met a woman, really nice woman. She was a police officer, and she'd been abused. She didn't come forward for like 30 years.
Right. Yeah. And also one other concern in sports in general is the hazing.
Oh, it's still going on too, right?
It's crazy now.
Yeah.
Like alcohol and there's a lot of sexual abuse, with players.
Yeah.
And it's it shouldn't happen. It never happened. I mean, there was like, would you shave a guy's head or something like that? Or
I know. And the whole hazing thing, we've touched on this before. I did hazing. I am not proud of it all. I shaved guys in college.
It's a lot different.
Yeah, but you know what though? I look back at it now and I go, like, what the heck was I thinking? Like, what did it benefit? Like, I always took pride on being a team guy, being a leader, and doing that. I was like, how did that benefit the hockey team, the player, me in any way? Did nothing.
Yeah, and it's just a part of the culture that unfortunately was at that time.
Yeah.
But now there was just recently, I don't want to name the school because I don't want to be wrong, but it's a Division I baseball program here in New Jersey,
right?
Where the young man actually he got raped with a baseball bat, and I think they ended up in a bad situation where, he didn't survive that. And
is that right?
Yeah, yeah. Mentally, he did not survive it.
Yeah. There's some comments that are being put up here, and I'm purposely not displaying them. And there's some guys that have written it before, and they're not. It's not. I know you're, but if you saw them, they're not comments. I'm going to, enhance or whatever. So, just some inappropriate comments.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes. And again, once again, everybody has their own opinion, but in that subject, to me, it's
there's certain lines. We all have to choose our lines, and my lines are: you don't touch a child, an animal, or a woman.
I know.
That's it.
I know. And you were okay. So let's go back. So, on a really serious note, August 16th is the swim across the Hudson.
Correct.
And then this weekend, you guys are putting the barges together, weren't you? The barges, weren't you getting that all set up?
Yeah. Well, so I work with Don John Marine out of Port Newark, and we've been doing this for this is 7th swim. I think Don John's been with us for 6 of them.
Wow.
Yeah, because you were on a barge one time as well.
Yep.
Right? Yeah, so 6 years. 6 out of the 7 has been Don John, and they do a tremendous job. They're rescue divers out of Port Newark, and so they've been doing it long enough now, so it's like a lot more seamless than it used to be because we cover the deck with carpet. Because when the guys get up there and their feet are wet, they can take a digger really easy. We got to be real careful with that. But so we're getting ready. Spoke to Bill this morning. He's running around like crazy, but maybe we should try to get him on next Monday.
Yeah,
maybe,
absolutely.
for a little bit.
And we could do another, if it doesn't work for Monday, we could do a separate day too. It doesn't have to be on Monday.
Absolutely.
So people just are aware, most people are, they have a swim across the Hudson. It's the 7th year. Bill Brown, retired Navy SEAL, initiated it. Mark does a ton of work on it. So the idea is they all gather at the Paris Island, no, Paris Island.
Fallen Towers Memorial in
Fallen Towers Memorial, New Jersey. Right, Liberty State Park. That's what I was thinking about. They have a fantastic ceremony, very emotional, very patriotic.
Yeah.
They then jog over to the actual Statue of Liberty, correct?
Well, no, they jog over to where you see the commercial for
Yeah,
the
they-
insurance company, and you can see the statue in the background. That's where everybody gets wet, and then they will start to swim,
Right.
from that point to the
Right.
to the statue, and then Ellis Island, and then
Right. And so they swim to the first. So when they leave, they do 100. Before they leave, they do 100 push-ups, correct?
correct. Yeah.
They go to the first bars, they do 100 push-ups and then 22 pull-ups to signify the average number of veterans that take their lives every day. They then swim to a second barge. They do the same thing there. Then they swim to Lower Manhattan. They have another ceremony there. It's another 122.
Yeah. So prior to getting wet, there's a flag run from Fallen Towers. It's about 1.25 miles. It's quite impressive when you see that many men and women running with flags. And
Yeah.
it's just really cool.
Oh yeah.
And then when they get to New York, when they get to South Cove, they come up on land, grab a banana, whatever, hydrate a bit. And then there's another flag run, about the same length, 1.25 miles maybe, up to the 9/11 Memorial, where there's another 100 push-ups and 22 pull-ups. And then there's some ceremony with speakers and whatnot.
So
and then everybody goes down and lays flags at the memorial.
the whole day is fantastic. So there's two great events. I mean, everything is great. The ceremony before they leave is very emotional. Then when they get to the southern
South
part of
Coast.
Manhattan, they're running through the streets. The bagpipes are playing, and if you can see the vision of there's other people there, but a lot of Navy SEALs, jacked up guys, some
They
guys
lead the
without,
way. Yeah.
some guys without legs or a leg, right? That kind of stuff. They got the tight shorts on, and they're carrying flags over their shoulder obviously on a pole. That it is. We've said this many times, but there was that one year where they thought Antifa was going to show up. There was some good intel that Antifa was going to show up, and we were all laughing like, "What? Antifa's going to show up here?" It's a very patriotic thing, but probably one of the most intimidating things you may see too.
Well, there was actually we had a discussion. There was a plan.
Oh, okay.
I won't go into because we didn't have to do it, but there was a plan how there was going to be a reaction.
Yeah. Oh, it's funny stuff. Let me see here. How do guys in the swim not get sick from the water? Great question.
Well, actually, they do, Barry.
Oh.
A lot of them get sick as they're swimming because there's a lot of fuel and all kinds of stuff in the water. It's not an easy swim. It's a very difficult swim. It's a dangerous swim. That's why everybody that does participate has to pass the swim test with Bill Brown.
Right.
He goes down the shore and they smile. They swim a mile with the current and then have to swim a mile against the current.
Wow.
So Bill can really see who's capable. And to date, thank God, we have not had any issues.
Right.
You were there when we had a few people that, like this young lady was a marathon runner. She could physically do it, but she had such low body fat that she got cold. She got hypothermia. It wasn't anything to do with quitting or anything like that because she was. But yeah, so it's a really tough swim. And to answer your question, Barry, yeah, it's nasty.
Yeah.
And the first year we ran it, you were with me because we had only 33 SEALs. It was a much smaller swim. And I said to the guys something like that water. They go, "Do you know where we've been? Overseas and some of the conditions there. We'll be all right."
Yeah. There's no quitters in that group. That's for sure. Yeah. What do we got here? What barge was Tom? It was obviously one of the two barges where that event took place. Yeah. Where he was compared to scars.
Oh, with Bill Branham.
Bill Branham. I'll never forget that day. The look in his face too is like,
Well, the way he casually just said, they had to move stuff around.
Yeah.
That's like, when we had Zach Harrison, Delta Force, my friend Zach.
Yeah.
And casually he just goes, we got on a subject of something, and he goes, "Yeah, I got a couple Purple Hearts," and he kept.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And you go, "Wait a minute, back up. You want a couple of Purple Hearts?"
I remember that.
And then he tells the story. It was two of them with the same guy that he was serving with. I guess they were in one of those Hilux and they get hit by RPG or whatever it was. Right. And he was like, the second time, "I am never traveling with you again."
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, the way they're so casual about that stuff. That's funny. Yeah.
It's a different breed of men.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Completely.
I was not a fan of the KRP in Cincinnati. No.
Why? Who?
Lonnie, the woman.
Lonnie. Yeah,
Lonnie Anderson.
Yeah, she was with Burt Reynolds for a while. Remember?
Right. I guess they had. I didn't realize they had a vicious divorce too. I didn't.
Pretty bad. Yeah, I think it was public. I forget
Why can't
exactly
people
what
just
the-
get? Why can't people get along when they're getting divorced? It's just.
when they're
Right.
getting divorced.
uh, Okay, so as we've discussed, and I want to make very clear, we're discussing life and death and the soul and all this kind of
Yeah.
stuff. I have some very good friends that are very devout Christians, believe in Jesus totally. So I don't ever want to, with anybody, whether I know them or not, be rude toward their beliefs or
Mhm.
communion, whatever it is. I think like we've talked before, I think everybody should have their own beliefs. It's just, and Mark's the same way. I've learned to open up my mind more now about the possibility of different things.
Sure.
So this whole concept about the soul, like Mark Putnam is a soul. Like you don't have a soul, you are a soul.
Correct.
There's this Dr. Edgar, is it Dr. Edgar Casey?
Yeah.
So they called him the sleeping prophet.
Right.
So when he would sleep in his office, they would I guess 14,000
Write
readings.
down.
Right.
Yeah.
And that is all these theories about what happens so that I find this very interesting. So that we're not that. So the theory is, so you're a soul. Mark Putnam's up there with a soul. You're up there with the soul council. You've had another life. You're now going to be reincarnated. You're with the soul council, and you're saying, it's like you really put some thought into this. I need to go live this other life. I'm going to choose my parents and the environment I'm going to be in because I need to learn some things. Right. So you've actually made the choice about the things you need to learn. So things that are happening to you are happening to you. You want these things to happen to you, good and bad, so you can learn from them.
Yeah, I mean, when you do think about, so Beth and I were talking about when we were out by the Nathan's son wedding, we were coming back and it was that accident that.
Right. Yeah.
So she goes, well, if we left 5 minutes early or 5 minutes later, I said, but that's the whole point.
Yeah.
That's the
Totally.
whole point.
Yeah, you were meant to be there at that time.
Right.
Yeah.
Give a hand. Yeah.
It's interesting, all these different I think one of the things I take away from we're so much that we just get kind of ingrained into our minds that this is the way things are supposed to be.
Yeah.
Right. We've been told it for thousands of years, whether it's the sun rising and setting and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Well, so the old thought used to be that we only use 10% of our brain.
Yeah.
It's actually now they think 4%.
Right.
So 96% of our brain we don't use.
Well, hold on. But they say no, that's okay. What I read was that that's an interesting topic, that the 100% of the brain is actually being used, but you actually only tap in.
Accessing. Yeah.
Right. Actually. Okay. Right.
Yeah. So that leaves 96% untapped.
Right.
What could that possibly be? It could be a lot
Totally.
of it may be that people that like we've talked about that book that I read about the CIA using SEER, where they would just give them a longitudinal latitude, they could tell you what it was.
Right.
Maybe they were able to tap into much more of their brain than we can, and it allows them to pull in a frequency that we don't see
Right.
or feel.
Right. Okay. Do you hear the barking outside?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that was you throwing your voice.
So let me. Okay. So I think they're Italian. These people. There's one. I believe there's a husband and wife with a young child, and they have. It looks like a sister living with them as well.
Yeah.
I see her out walking the dog. I've tried to make peace.
Yeah.
With people, so I carry around my little bag of snacks for the dogs.
Right.
So this sister's walking, beautiful white. I guess it's a yellow lab or a white lab.
Yeah.
The dog gets all excited to see me, probably smells the treats and everything.
Yeah.
So I give the treats. She can't communicate. I show her the bag. I said, is it okay? Give the dog that. So now they live right behind me. They have a back deck. So now they leave the dog on the back deck, not all day. It seems to be like around, right. So the dog's out there, they're there, and it just sits and barks.
Yeah.
Beautiful dog.
Well, yeah, it's a tough one because it's not very nice to them. It's kind of
right. So
what do you do?
Now it's stopped. Right. So now I'm thinking, okay, Tom, just nicely go over, knock on the door, and say, and I see now. Is there a communication issue? That may be a part of it too. So
you don't speak Italian, I take it.
Right. I guess I could. It's upon me to now learn Italian.
Probably learn it. See this. Wait. So we were just talking about something.
Right.
This is the universe in a very subtle way saying, Tom, you need to take some Italian. Go online.
Right.
Take a quick course.
Right.
That's
Right.
how that rolls.
There's a reason that dog is on the deck. Right.
That dog in dog language is saying, Tom,
right.
smarten up, learn Italian.
Right.
You know.
Because it is when I go out back,
Yeah.
And the dog can see me now if I come back. He stops barking.
Right.
Right.
Well, think of this too. So because we do have a lot of Italian Americans that live in the area,
Right.
and if you're in the gym and now you get the same dynamic, and she's like Sophia Loren, and you can't communicate, that's
Right.
on you.
So that's the reason.
Yeah.
See, and this is interesting because they say a lot of times with the soul, you may
Mhm.
not know all the reasons things are happening to you until you leave your physical body.
Right. Until you're
Right.
gone.
But in this case, I may be given a sign of why
Yeah.
this is happening.
This is your own personal crop circle.
Right. That's another topic right there that I've done some research on. I've got a lot of.
Geez. It's crazy, right?
I know.
Yeah.
The body is left for those to mourn. The spirit will always carry on,
Yeah.
celebrate the spirit.
And that's native, and I agree with it 100%, Ron.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So, okay. And again, not to disparage anybody's religious beliefs. So, do you believe like in heaven and hell then?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it's not. It's my interpretation of it, but yeah, they exist.
Right.
Yeah. I believe there's absolute evil on this planet. Just look at the news.
But okay, but is the evil there? See, this is the question though. Is the evil there for you to see? Like in your case, in your eyes, is it there for you to see and learn from?
Yeah.
Because there is because there is
because my perception of evil is my perception.
Right.
Apparently, the people that commit it are fine with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah.
But there's also the theory in the quantum world
Mhm.
where the evil isn't there until you see it.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, another one which is fascinating. Maybe we touched on this. There is no now.
Yeah. Well, that's like, there's a comedian, Mitch Hedberg. He was really funny.
Right.
And he was like, remember Stephen Wright, like with just observational one-liners? So Hedberg goes, yeah, this old guy shows me a picture and says, that's a picture from when I was much young. No, a picture from when I was younger. And he goes, all pictures are from when you're younger. So that's the point. Like time really doesn't exist.
Right.
It's just our memory or what we
like
project out. Yeah.
Exactly. We get hung up on time.
Yeah.
I saw a great video where two young girls are talking to each other. They're from they're more in the soul world. They're up in the soul world.
The ether.
Yeah. And the girls saying, and they're talking to each other, but they're not moving their lips. The point is to show that we communicate maybe in a different way than others. So,
well, 65% of communication is nonverbal.
right.
Yeah.
So they're talking to each other, having a conversation, and one girl's saying, "Okay, you're going to go down to Earth, a place where these people are just absolutely crazy or saying all this kind of stuff. Why are you doing that?" She says, "Well, I want to learn. I'm going down there to learn things." And she said, "I'm only going to be there for." She mentioned time, and the girl goes, "Time? What's time?"
Right.
Like we believe in the concept of time, but
yeah,
interesting. Yeah. There's no now. Okay, I want to go right now. Well, now it's gone. Now
exactly. Yeah.
It's amazing. You start doing these thinking about the whole world there, man.
Yeah. And I think more and more now because of AI and everything.
Oh yeah. If you were going to be on Survivor now, your pre-show interview would be
show
so
empathy.
different.
So Susan, you're saying he's grown.
It's actually true. I find myself like thinking. Now I do snap a little bit sometimes. What happened? Was there something today or the other day? I can't remember what I was saying. And I still have the snap ability. I guess you don't want to lose the snap ability.
No,
right?
because you know,
right.
You need it sometimes.
Right. Yeah, I know.
When it's right. When
it's
just.
Yeah. What was the old saying? You don't ever want to lose. You don't want somebody to look at you like you're not dangerous anymore. As a man gets older.
And I've mentioned this guy many times, Lee Morrison, who's a great instructor of combatives, and he's British. He said, "I've taken a vow of peace, but it doesn't mean I'm a pacifist."
Right. Yeah. I mean, what's the other great line too? I'd rather be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. Right?
Correct. Yeah.
See.
Or then there's the other one, very famous, "Smarten Up."
There's some great videos there. Like some guys have this kind of theme that they talk about. There's this one guy, he's always very bland voice and like that, the kind of like that rugged, looks like he's kind of like a steel worker kind of guy. And he's always going, like, "Smart enough, quit being a bitch." Like, like everything's quit being a bitch. Yeah.
Suck it up. Just do it.
Yeah. You would hate it here. It buries up in Cooperstown.
Yeah.
So many wild animals here, and you will always hear coyotes howling, barking. See, I don't.
Cool though.
Yeah. See,
Yeah, it's nature.
it's an interesting point that Barry brings up. My issue more is that humans are responsible for, in this case, dogs, right?
There are no bad dogs, bad owners.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if it's a wild animal and he's howling, I say, but there's nobody that's controlling that animal. He's out in the wild.
When's the next time you go to Costco?
Costco? I don't know.
You get a packet of those little steaks to make a steak sandwich with,
Right.
and every time he starts up, just fling it over there. I'll keep him quiet for a while.
Or else it'll bark more because you know he's going to get a
He wants
reward.
more
from
of
it.
Yeah,
I'll get
that's
to
true too.
one guy I see all the time is a good guy, my buddy Max, and he's walking. Oh, God, I think his name is the girl's name. What's your dog's name?
Sophie.
Sophie.
Yeah.
It might be Sophie, his dog too. So now this dog's pretty. He really got a good sense of smelling it. I guess they all do. So
Yeah.
I've started giving him treats, so he can. I guess he senses me from.
Oh
like
yeah,
half
he
a mile
knows
away.
you're like
Right.
you're a vending machine. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
it's gotten to the point if I forget to bring the treats, so now the guy is forced to bring his own treats
Right.
to give to me to give to the dog because the
Yeah.
dog will go crazy.
It created a whole thing.
That's funny stuff. Funny stuff. Let me see here, Ron Jameson. If you come back reincarnated, what would you choose? That's a great. Now, okay, but there's a difference between being reincarnated and carnated,
Mm.
right? So, like if a carnation is a new view of, or like it's a
Well,
new,
maybe you stay. I think I would come back as some kind of bird. I want to fly.
yeah, but okay, but under these theories that we're talking about,
You come back as a human.
Well, you choose
body.
very carefully. You can still come back as a bird.
Yeah.
But you choose very carefully because you want to learn a lesson. Like there's something that was lacking
Right, I
in your
got you.
life.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right. So there's something lacking in your life now that you don't know how to handle properly or you want to learn. So the whole theory is now that you're really here to learn. And I thought at first, like, well, there's a lot more things to do. But if you think about it, when the baby's born,
Right.
it doesn't know anything. It knows how to breathe, right? That's about
Yeah.
it.
And yeah.
So,
So-
during that- right.
What is the reason I'm a Jets fan? That's really what we want to get at.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So patience, loyalty,
Oh, yeah.
patience, loyalty. Yeah. But it is true. There's a reason for
Yeah.
everything. You have chosen your life.
Yep. I'm a Jets fan. I chose that. Yeah.
Okay. Because a lot of people think, oh, well, I didn't have a choice coming into this world. My parents decided to have me. Well,
Yeah.
maybe the reality really is that, yeah, you did choose.
How about Aaron Rodgers with Pittsburgh? First drill they ran. First drill. Pick
What?
6 he throws.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. And everybody was getting all upset about it. He was like,
What are they thinking signing that guy? I mean, what changed from last year? The guy's done.
I know. Although he did show some flashes last year of being, but again, he's
Blind
a
squirrel
year.
gets a nut every once in a while.
Good point for you. Right.
Yeah.
Good point. Excellent point for you.
There's a reason guys retire.
So, but there's a theory. Do we really know that? Does that blind squirrel really find a nut once in a while? You would think that's true, but really don't
Yeah.
know that.
I don't know any blind squirrels. So
Good point. There's an excellent point by
Yeah.
you. Right.
Yeah. And I don't know how you would know they're blind. They can't tell you.
Right.
Maybe if you see them walking into a tree.
And how do you know they got a nut? Like you'd have to follow him around. You have to like video him 24 hours.
Yeah, it would be really it would be a National Geographic kind of.
Right. Yes. That's right.
Pulling the big guns.
Spend
Right.
millions of dollars and hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Find out. Okay. Did that squirrel really find a nut? Mark, have you heard of Tom Mitchell? He was the GM of the Binghamton Whalers Rangers. He'll be coming for the first time next week for you to meet. Oh,
Yeah, I don't know him personally. I have heard of him. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Now, this might be, I think I'm reading this correctly. It might be a little bit of retribution here.
Okay.
Who is this Tom Laidlaw?
You know, Susan, all I can say is everybody's capable of a metamorphosis. He's a butterfly now. He was a moth, or not a moth. What's in a cocoon?
The moth or the, I know what you're talking about too.
Yeah.
Little squirt,
But
little
anyhow,
worm, furry worm.
spreading his wings. He's almost like the Hubble telescope. You know how that thing opens up,
Right,
gathers information? That's you.
right. I'd like to be more like the James Webb telescope today.
Well, there you go. That's even more updated.
Right, yeah. Oh, okay. Now that we're discussing that,
Yeah.
so there was several. I got the pain in my butt. So okay, so there's been several guys in the past few months.
Blur that.
that have been talking about there's a big lie coming. Oh, we've just okay. So we discussed this off
I
air.
read about it again this morning.
All right, okay. So, and the big lie was going to be they're going to try to tell us that there's a something coming from outer space. There's a man ship, something controlled, something like an alien ship.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, there's a ship that's coming our way, and they claim it's controlled somehow. It's not taking the typical path like a meteor.
Alien.
Right.
Yeah. I tend to, well, there's been a lot of talk about them doing this. When I say them, the shadow government or whatever,
right.
For a while, where they would have a false flag that we're being invaded by aliens.
Right.
So it's another way to control us, put us all in lockdown and all that stuff.
Right.
But, you know, we're getting to the point now where, so I think I tell you the story. Remember War of the Worlds?
War of the Worlds, yes.
War of the Worlds.
Yep.
So
that's scared. That actually scared a lot of people, right? Wasn't that a big?
Yeah. So what happened was in the 40s or like after the war. It was definitely after the war.
Yeah.
Late 40s or early 50s. My mom grew up in Patterson. Her father was right off the boat from Italy. And every Wednesday night, he played pinochle. Like back then, men did what they did and you didn't ask, right?
Yeah.
So H.G. Wells, the book War of the Worlds, is being read by Orson Welles over the radio.
Right. And just so everybody knows.
It starts off with a fictional town in New Jersey.
So sorry, Mark. Sorry, Mark. Sorry. Just so everybody understands, people that don't remember, it was just on radio. That was part of the thing, right?
Yeah, only on the radio.
Okay.
And so people are listening to this thinking this is live. This is really a news thing.
Right.
So most of it, a big portion of Jersey like freaked out.
Right.
So my mother goes down with her sister. My mother's probably like in high school, to my grandfather and says, "Hey, the Martians have landed. It's on the radio. You got to come home." You know what his response was? "When they're walking down Main Street in Patterson, come and get me until I'm playing cards."
Is that right?
Yeah. And that's how I feel about this thing. If it is, it is. If it's not, what are we going to do?
But it is amazing you bring that. That's amazing you bring that story up though, where if somebody had like if apparently at the start of the show they told everybody, listen, this is fictional.
Fictional. But, they
but
didn't hear
if
that
you didn't tune in at the start of the show, you just turned into it, you'd think we're getting attacked. Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
I forgot about that. That's right. Yeah.
Because that was your only source of information other than the print.
Right.
It was the radio. That was the internet of that day where things, you know, yeah.
Right.
So people really were like freaking out.
Wow. So, I'll tell you what, it is. You and I've joked around about this. It'd be great if we could take a pill and we could say, okay, for 15 minutes, you're going to tell us the truth of all these things that have happened in the past, all the wars that should have happened, people getting killed and all that kind of stuff. What is the real truth behind all this stuff? It'd probably take more than 15 minutes, all right?
It'd probably take 15,000 years.
Yeah. Well, let me see here, Barry Shelley. What do you have to say here? Congress even held a hearing that it aired.
Is that right? Yeah. I mean, I think, Barry, you can correct me, but it was more than just New Jersey. I mean, here was probably more live because it was a town in Jersey, but yeah, pretty crazy.
We are. Is gullible the right word? Is it that?
Well, you know, when you rely on one source of information your whole life and you believe it's truth, like you believe everything they teach you in school is truth, and then you get a little older and go, well, they weren't really telling the truth about that.
I know.
You know, you start to question everything. Yeah.
Right. But then I think some people are also afraid to say that they don't believe it, right? Like there's these things here.
So I'll give you a perfect example. Well, no, I won't. That's not a good one. But yeah, people may know the answer, but they're afraid to raise their hand because they don't want to be embarrassed.
Right. Yeah. Like I was watching a video where they were talking about like the Mandela effect is where a group of people, I know you know this, but a group of people all believe something really happened when it didn't. But it's a whole bunch of people that really never connected. So they did a study on, and one of the Mandela effects was people believing that there was a cornucopia in the Fruit of the Loom advertisements. Right. So all the fruit came out of a cornucopia. Is it cornucopia? Cornucopia.
Yeah.
And cornucopia for years said, no, there's no cornucopia. It was just all the fruit in the ad. But then they went back, did research, and there's actually a cornucopia.
Well, if you think about it, depending on the man, but it is like you're stuffing fruit down there.
Right.
You know.
But there's in your case, there's no room to stuff fruit down there, right?
No, what I'm saying, that's what it appears to be.
Oh, okay.
Like you took some grapes or something and put them down there. Yeah.
Put them down there. Right. Interesting.
Yeah.
It's an amazing world. Our boy, the Orange Man, he didn't like the numbers that came out regarding the jobs, so he fired.
Well, I think what we're learning is that everything in government is politicized.
Oh yeah,
They don't want him to have good numbers. I mean,
yeah. Oh, totally. Oh,
And then,
and
listen,
I love that. I love that when they say, "Oh, you're just politicizing." Everything's politicized.
Yeah.
It's all politicized.
they're
Yeah.
even their system is so antiquated. They're actually using punch cards. Remember that, like when we were kids, the
Oh, I
punch
know.
card, you put it in the thing,
Right.
and it gave you the answer. Yeah.
I guess it's just probably it's the timing of the firing. Like to fire the person like the same day when the report comes out is probably like, okay, you may be right in firing them, but
Yeah. Well,
Like-
I think the reason he did that was because if he did it another time, people wouldn't even pay attention to it.
wouldn't that be better though if they didn't pay
No,
attention?
because he's trying to make a point. Like this is so corrupt. It's so
But
like these
you
aren't
could-
the real
okay,
numbers.
but the other
Because it
argument,
affects everything.
the other
Affects
argument,
market, affects-
the other argument could be though
Mhm.
that okay, you don't like the numbers, so you're just going to fire the
Of
person.
course, that's going to be the counter to it. There may be a little bit of both.
Yeah.
But I think they're finding out that everything is just
Yeah, well, you should fire under that pretense.
Yeah.
You should fire everybody though,
Yeah.
because they're all lying. And, yeah,
Yeah.
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 Wonderful stuff. What else? Oh, we got the Canadian wildfires now. Now, okay, years in the past were the Canadian wildfire smokes coming
I
down here?
never
before?
saw this before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's
You
that
know what?
all about?
Again, maybe it was here where they just never knew it, or I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't ever recall like this,
Me
the
neither.
clouds,
No.
all being hazy and all that kind of stuff. God.
No.
Oh goodness. What are we to do? Okay. So if we win the lottery tonight,
Yeah.
okay, I'm going to win the lottery tonight. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to win. So then, but where I think, okay, we go someplace,
South Dakota.
South Dakota.
Yeah. It's
So we
friendly.
get off the grid entirely though, like
Get
get
off
your
the
own.
grid. There's a lot of beautiful land land up there. No income tax. Very a state where you can kind of. There's no regulation. You can do your thing and nobody's going to bother you. Yeah.
Right,
So we could do your dog farm there.
right. We do the dog farm. Now, what's the weather like in North Dakota's nasty?
It's cold.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I guess wherever you go, there's always going to be some weather issue. Because I was looking
course.
at Arizona. Arizona is beautiful, but summer.
Can't go out for 3 months a year.
Yeah. Well, you can't go. You can go out.
Yeah, but you better hydrate.
You gotta hydrate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. What if you could buy any car? Like
Yeah.
doesn't necessarily mean like a souped up car or something like that.
Right.
Just any car that you like. Is it I was looking at those Ford Bronco Raptors, those kind of things. Is there
They're
any
pretty
car?
cool. I see a lot of them out here now.
Yeah. Was there any? What one car would you want? Like a truck kind of thing, or you're not a truck?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, because I got all my stuff's in there.
Right.
Like if you look in the back of my car, it's just you can't even sit there. There's
Right.
pads and gloves and sticks and
Right.
Yeah.
What car would you want to drive?
Well, I kind of like that Ford Bronco.
They're nice. The
Yeah,
Raptors.
they are.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, it's
Put that
got the
soft
wheel.
top on. Put the soft
Yeah.
top on. Oh yeah. They're nice.
Yeah, I'm not a big like Maserati, Lamborghini.
No.
guy. First of all, where can you drive it?
I know.
You sound like an idiot. You're going 5 miles an hour
God,
because that's.
I know. You can't go over a speed bumper like that. You escape the bottom
No,
of it
just-
off. Yeah.
The bottom of the car.
And I hate to say it this way, but we already have a penis, so we don't have to.
Yeah, well, that's.
Yeah, we don't have to show off and say like, "Oh, look at me." Yeah, that's embarrassing. Yeah, don't you think?
Yeah, what are you gonna do then?
I mean, so a guy that's driving a car like that is clearly saying, "I want everybody to look at me, and I want to either I've got lots of money." See, but to me, the guy that has lots of money wouldn't want. I guess it depends. It's the guy that's trying to show that he has
Oh,
lots of money.
sword.
Right.
Then they know who to rob.
Yeah, yeah. And
I
then,
leave my windows open. They leave money for me.
yeah, Maserati. Now, listen. Again, it's one of those things. If everybody wants to drive Maserati, whatever, that's up to them.
I mean, if you're really a car enthusiast, there's nothing wrong with it.
Right.
I have a client that he raced them. He actually raced them.
Huh?
Yeah, it wasn't just to go get the paper and look cool.
He must be a fast runner because those cars go fast, right?
They do. Yeah.
Right.
You just don't want to get in front of one because they'll run you over when you're running. Yeah.
True. I guess if you're going around a track or something, you can catch them around the corners, right? You probably corner faster.
You wait. You hide.
Right. Yeah. Right. So yeah, Ford Broncos. The other one I like too is the GMC Yukon. Like
Yeah, they're cool. Yeah.
yeah. They use lots of gas and everything like that too. Yeah.
Guzzle.
Totally.
Yeah.
What else is going on?
What's going on in the hockey world? Nothing. It's quiet right now. Right?
Kind of quiet right now. Funny video we saw. I'm sure you saw it too, where Matt Rempe was at the Rangers training camp.
Yeah.
It wasn't training camp; it was a kids camp.
The kids.
And he was out with the kids, and he was chirping the whole time. Like he was like he's acting like he was, and he was. It looked like he was loving it too. Like he was like he was one of the kids.
The kid himself. I mean,
yeah, he's funny. He said, that guy's cheating. That guy's cheating and everything like that. Yeah, that was pretty fun. It's cool. I actually liked seeing that. Yeah, it's good.
So, what do you think of this year's lineup as we look at it now?
I think that they've, in some way, kind of downgraded the star power, so to speak, and get rid of the car, and hopefully upgraded the grit level, like the guys that want young kids that want to prove themselves. Listen, to me, they got the best goaltending tandem in the league with the two of them. They've got enough talent. Again, it's that culture thing we talk about. Can they become the Florida Panthers? Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think the blue line's a little bit more.
Yep.
They just got to leave it alone, though. Don't start moving everybody around like they've been doing. Because
here's the thing: like Adam Fox can be such a dominant player.
Yeah.
And part of the appeal to him when he started was this calm, relaxed demeanor out on the ice.
Thinker. Yeah.
Great.
Yep.
Now it's more okay. Stay with that, but you got to pick up the intensity sometimes, right? Because
well. And I guess they're going to put the Russian guy, Gabrikov, is that his name, on his side.
Yeah.
Staying home guy, shot blocker, good outlet pass. That frees him up a little bit more to play his game.
And I hope that pair works. But sometimes, like, people just assume that it doesn't mean that they're going to play well together, right?
There's got to be synergy there for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Synergy. I love that word.
Yeah. What's it mean?
Synergy, that we're meshing together. I view meshing.
Yeah.
Meshing. Yeah. Meshing together. Synergy.
Yeah, because I mean, over the time, sometimes like if you look at pairings over the years of really successful pairings, it's not always just that. It's not always a stay-at-home guy and an offensive guy. Sometimes you got two offensive guys that just know where each other are. Like, I mean, who did Paul Coffey play with?
Played with that few. He was with Charlie Huddy a lot.
Charlie Huddy. And Charlie was more of a stay-at-home kind of guy.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Here's a word for you I want to discuss. Decimating.
Mm-hmm. I like to do it sometimes.
Going back in time, decimating used to mean reduced by 1/10 or 2/110. I can't remember which one.
Is that right? I didn't know that.
Right, because it's Dessa.
Dessa. Yeah.
Right. Now it is just to destroy.
Yeah. Well, that's a good question. Yeah.
Thank you.
No,
Did you really mean that when you said that was a good question?
No, I really am. I mean, that's taking it to another level.
Yeah. The gym is relatively new gym that I've got here in our complex. I basically
run
my gym, right?
Yeah,
I'm bad too. I get there at 5:00. If the weights are all in the right place, I have to rearrange all the weights, put them in the proper racks.
Yeah.
They've got all the cameras there too. I wonder if they ever like go, okay, let's watch Laidlaw today. See what he does.
Or they should send you a check.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Oh, did I tell you? Like, guy came in the gym the other day, and I admire him, working hard, sweating all over. Did I tell you the guy sweating all over? Came in, sweating all over the place, and I admire that, working hard on the treadmill. Then he'd get down and start doing push-ups, sweat all over the floor.
Yeah.
Get him on the cable machines, sweat all over machines, and just now leaves.
No.
And these actually the two young girls that work out there were there. So with a vengeance, and I do mean with a vengeance. I went and grabbed like those wipes, everything, cleaned it all down, wiped it all down. And like, yeah, it was with a vengeance too.
Did you make sure he saw you doing that though?
I was actually kind of running over to where I saw he was heading up the stairs to leave. And I was opening, but he didn't get it. Next time I see him, I'll make a point.
Yeah.
Next time I see him, I should go grab like the wipes and hand them to him after he's got all sweaty and everything.
You got to wear a T-shirt like that identifies who you like.
Do you know
who I am? In charge. There you go. Yeah.
I am Tom. You will abide by my rules.
Exactly. These are my laws. Gym etiquette. Yeah.
See, I like the word gym etiquette because that's what it is. A good workout in the gym. A person that knows what he's doing in the gym, he or she will re-rack the weights, clean things up,
wipe stuff down.
Yeah, pick up the dirt. It's your gym, especially in a gym where there's nobody working to come and clean it.
And,
You know, it's
and
brothers.
this is not a sound stage. You don't do your video here.
Oh,
Hold
yeah.
me up. Yeah.
And I hate to say, but okay, now it's the summertime, so people are putting sunscreen on their skin,
Mhm.
and then they want to get like on the leg extension machine.
Yeah.
And there's multiple places there where your legs are directly, and now
Touching.
you get the white cream all over the.
All
so
right.
now-
That's enough.
oh God, I have to go now get the wipes. I can't
Yeah.
use that. Oh, question.
Yeah.
So I want to. I believe, and we discussed this, and I think it's the same way. What some of the key areas as you're getting older: your legs, your back, and
Absolutely.
your core. Right. So legs. We've got the leg press machine, we've got the leg extension, and we got the leg curl machine. The extension and the curl are the same one. Just use them. Okay. Leg extension, though, it doesn't seem like you're supposed to keep your knee in the same alignment as the pivot.
Yeah.
under-
Pivot point. Yeah.
It's not big enough, so my knee's sticking out a little bit, and I'm like, and I want to keep increasing the weight on it,
Right.
But like,
So I don't know. My personal views on when it comes to legs, especially.
Right.
I tend to stay away from the machines.
do you?
I'd rather do some of the kettlebell or do some kind of lunging. Listen, there's no point for me to max out on a squat rack anymore. Those days are over. All right. First of all, I can't get my, but and it's functional strength. A lot of times, like, so when you're doing lunging, everybody just keeps it forward and back. Well, how about going off on an angle, different angles? Because what happens if you're going to take a digger, right?
Right.
You catch yourself. You want to have that strength on a different angle. You know what I mean?
But you got to make sure with the lunges that you don't overextend the knee in that as well, right? Like it's
So I always tell people to do reverse lunges because you don't have that danger. It's the weight bearing limb isn't being pressed forward, right? Yeah. But like and athletes will do the leg press. And I go, what sport do you lay down on an angle, have your hands on a hand? I mean, it's just not. Bodybuilding, yeah. I mean, if you're going to be a bodybuilder, those are the things you need to do.
Like you said, even with the kettlebells, doing like you can use just squats, like air squats.
There's so many different things, like figure eights. I don't know if you've ever done them.
Yeah.
I mean, it gets your core, get your glutes, get your quads, get your hands, because you're locked up and you're coming through with that kettlebell. Yeah. That's I think my whole perspective of weight training in particular. Listen, when you're a young guy, you need to do the big movements, the deadlifts, the squats, and things like that to build up that foundation. And then as you either age or move on and start to focus in on more on your sport, you need to do a little bit more stuff like we're talking about.
Yeah. See, we got Susan here. Like and again, we're contractually obligated here to make sure that her comments get up here. Gotta love it. There are captions to the podcast.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Jim,
French guy. Yeah. I think he played for the Leafs, didn't he?
Jim, oh, Susan.
I'm thinking of Pat Boutet. Sorry.
Wow, you have become so deep. Thank you. Yes. I've increased.
It is impressive. It really is. This is, like I said, this is a long time coming.
Yeah.
This is like, right?
So let's trace the evolution here.
Yeah.
So I have the years growing up as a farm boy, playing hockey. So basically it takes me to like mid to late, like mid 30s.
Right.
Like that whole life of being the jock, beer drinking, hockey player, you know, win or lose, drink the booze kind of mentality.
Right. Yeah.
Now you get married, have kids, start a business, go through like a 20-year period there with the Asian business.
Right.
I'm trying to think, I don't know if I evolved. I evolved, but I don't think it really, I wasn't consciously evolving and at the same pace. Right.
Right. Yeah. There's different things that propel you in a faster pace, but yeah.
So now we get to mid 50s. Mm-hmm. And now things start to change. So now we get into realizing, okay, getting up early in the morning, making the bed, the whole discipline lifestyle.
Right.
But even going back to then, long way to go. A lot of evolution now.
Yeah.
Right. Constantly learning new things. Right.
Yeah. Well, let's just put it this way. We can all assume that, let's go back to your 50s. The words quantum mechanics were never part of your vocabulary.
Woo.
Mechanic, maybe, for the car.
Yeah.
Quantum, from Quantum Leap, the TV show.
Yeah.
But never together. Yeah.
Totally. Right. You think about that too. Yeah. That life. Oh man.
Yeah.
Even like kettlebells. It's like kettlebells. What do you do with
that? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't do that stuff. That's for women.
Yeah. Yeah. That is a little four-pounder. Yeah.
Swinging that thing around, almost hitting your testicles and everything like that.
Yeah.
Now here I am.
I used to do this. They're called Jefferson squats. So
Yeah.
you have the barbell going this way.
Yep.
Yeah, you did them.
Yep. Yep.
So my son was doing them. He goes, I don't know why you call them. They should be called Johnson squats because I just got myself.
So people, that's a funny one because people don't know it's a squat where you straddle the bar.
Correct.
And so you're reaching down between your legs and grabbing the bar. You're pulling it right up to your
Yeah.
crotch.
And so if this is, where's my hand? This is the leg. The bar is coming up and down this way.
They're actually very good because you're not hanging out over.
Yeah,
top.
it's a lot of core because the bar starts to walk.
Yeah.
Walk on, and you got to keep it tight. So that I like them.
Very cool. Very cool. Well,
there again, there's another perfect example of another way to get it done. Right.
Yeah.
As opposed to leg extensions, bicep, the hamstring curl and all that.
how about thrusters? Do you like the thrusters with the butt going up in the air? You know what a thruster is?
Yeah. I tend to err on the safety side with a lot of things. So anything that looks a little bit could be severe, I stay away from.
Yeah, I know.
For myself and for my clients. Yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me.
You know what happens in this industry? I'm sure this will come to you real easy, but people start to try and switch things to make a name for themselves.
Oh, I know.
The new movements. Yeah. Like some of the stuff I see, I get and I don't get. Like I understand balance drills, like maybe where you're working with a band, stuff like that. But some you'll see a guy like standing on a Coke bottle with.
I know.
What are you doing? I mean, it's a circus act.
It is true. Yeah. Like to create something new that's now. Created this.
I mean, it's good for Instagram, I guess. It catches eyes, but it's not reality. Yeah.
Who is the guy that just drives me nuts? Gary Brecka.
Yeah, you don't like that guy.
Oh. But I guess
now you poisoned me because I won't even listen to him. So as I see him, I go that.
I know, it's funny. Like so everybody watches him. He's one of these guys. Apparently, he got his start because he told Dana White to drink hydrogenated. Is it hydrogenated water?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure what it was.
Yeah. And now he said in one of his speeches, he says, one day doctors got 26,000 people in a room and tested them. And I'm going, okay, so you get 26,000. Yeah, it's a big room. Tested them all in one day.
Yeah. Bigger than the garden.
Yeah, he's always like, I'm going to tell you the one thing that you need to know. Like those, whenever somebody says that to me, I'm like, get out.
So we can go down so Oprah, a new diet every other week.
Yeah, so that was
Oz, he was another one.
Pumping
all kinds of crap. But it's all the same. You listen to Andrew Huberman, who's popular now, or Peter Attia.
Yeah, I know.
They're just pumping product.
Yeah, and we've talked about this. I'm a huge Joe Rogan fan, but
he's
a money making machine too, right?
Well, good for him, but I mean,
my son calls it grifters. I think it's called grifters. Is that what it is? There's a term.
Yeah, well, I mean, it could be interpreted that way.
Grifters.
There's a lot of there's other guys out there that are more interesting, actually, I think, than Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
But it's all the guests. I mean, if you don't have a good guest,
totally.
Who cares?
And that's one thing he does. He gets a wide range of people.
It's everybody because he's not. I mean, he's the Johnny Carson of our time now. It's just a different platform.
Speaking of Johnny Carson, Stephen Colbert and all those guys, they're not even funny.
No, they're not. I mean, listen, we've talked about it. At 11 o'clock, I don't want to be pounded over the head with more Trump crap. I want to hear a couple jokes and listen to a band.
I know. I remember crawling into bed. Johnny Carson was on. David Letterman, Jay Leno. Yeah. Then you got into these guys
or Tom Snyder.
Yeah. Who's the guy with the red hair, the big poofy red hair?
Carrot Top? Oh no, Conan O'Brien. Conan O'Brien.
Yeah. But he's not funny at all. If these guys were, and I'm not trying to pick it, but if there was humor there, Johnny Carson and David Letterman were funny. You would be dying laughing. These other guys are. Yeah. But you and I could do a talk show. Well, we do a talk show. What are you talking about? Yeah.
There you go.
There you come.
I think we could do better than Colbert.
No kidding. Oh. And then they all band together, like Jon Stewart and all those guys as well.
Yeah, and they're saying it's a First Amendment violation. No, it's business. The guy lost $60 million for CBS. They're paying him a big chunk. It's business. You're not getting ratings, buddy. People don't want to listen to your garbage.
There's our boy here. There's a retired veteran right here, William Haynes.
There he is. Yeah, Conan is it? Yeah.
Yeah. Conan the not funny.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to wrap it up here. I know you've got your other more important clients, more important than us clients.
Scheduling.
Just one more time. So just in case people didn't notice, yes, that really is Mark's arm. That's not some kind of prosthetic or anything like that.
Yeah.
That is his arm. And again, that's just the stun gun. That's not the death blow.
It's just a jabber.
Yeah. So people, that's amazing. Look at that. Right? We just sit here all day long and look at that arm. It's not
impressive.
moving. It's an inanimate object. It's not flexing. It's got that vein going down there on
It's
it.
pretty close to perfection when you really.
No kidding. God. And people will go, and I think, is that like some 19-year-old kid? Is that kid just got out of the gym? Was he doing pull-ups or something?
Yeah.
All right, brother. Have a fantastic week. I'll see you next week.
You got it.
What do you think next week? Should we show the other arm or just stick to the one arm?
No, because that's the bomb. That gets hidden.
We
that's
could
where
get
that right hand comes from.
We could get canceled, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It is could be considered like promoting weapons.
Yes, sir. Weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
WMD.
See you next week.
Later.